Hello everyone, I'm back with this Cedrus Deodara Golden Horizon, which I got as a Father's Day present for my youngest daughter. Now, thank you for those who responded to my last video I made on this tree. Some helpful comments, which was great. I also did some research on that wonderful thing known as the internet, from which I learned that this is a slow-growing, vigorous tree that puts out a lot of growth, and that it doesn't like having its roots touched at all, but responds very well to root pruning. So the internet is a wonderful thing, and sometimes really useful and helpful, and other times you can just take in too much information and a lot of it conflicts. At any rate, I want to get it out of some of this compost, if not giving it a full root prune. I don't know the proper name for this particular plant. My father always called it liverwort, and you get it when your soil's too wet. It loves the boggy situation. So let's get this tree out of the pot. I'm just looking at the trunk here. It has an interesting line in this direction, and in fact it's probably the most interesting line that the trunk has got. So we'll see what the roots look like. Ooh. Okay, so it's not exactly filled the pot with roots. How well that showed up on screen, it's really hard to say. I hope you can see what I can see. So I'm just going to start trying to find where the main surface roots are, if indeed it's got any at this stage. It's quite wobbly. I suspected it wouldn't have a huge amount of roots because of the amount of wobble. There are some roots in here, which is nice. Let's turn the tree again. It's quite wet and sticky, this compost. Okay, I seem to be getting down to a layer of a bit more root in it now. As I say, the information that I was able to glean says, you know, go very steady with the root disturbance. So I'm not really going to do a full repotting or do very much to sort out the roots. I just want to get a vague idea of what the nibari looks like, if it indeed it has one. At the moment, not much of one. It does mean though that it isn't going to take a huge amount of root pruning next spring. Oh dear. What we have here is again, I don't know how well that is actually showing up. I would say that a lot of the bark of this tree had actually rotted away. That's how it looks. So I have almost like a bare stem, which seems counterintuitive given that the top is still alive. We come to give you a 5p scooper. Now if anyone can explain that to me, I'd be very interested. I can zoom in and keep it in focus. Come on, camera. Another battery light's flashing at me. I don't know how well you can see. It's almost as though it could be a graft, I suppose. Possibly a graft. Yeah, now I look at it a bit more, I think it is grafted. I am kind of stumped at what to do at this point. Any advice would be gratefully received. I wonder if I could maybe do an air layer above the graft. Yeah, that's just not good, is it? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the pot, and I'm going to scratch my head, and I'm going to thank my daughter for the thoughtful gift. And it may be that it stays in this pot and becomes a decorative plant in its own right, because I do enjoy the shape of it. It is a nice looking little plant and would look nice in a decorative pot on the patio somewhere. So yeah, if you have any advice as what you would do with this tree, yeah, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thank you for watching and take care of yourselves.